So I'm gonna make this video like this. I'm not gonna act raw. I haven't even practiced. I literally just press record and just start putting my shit out there. So I want to make this video so you can have an idea of how to present your brand in the best way possible, regardless of what you're doing. It doesn't matter what you do, whether you sell candy, whether you sell condoms, or whatever you're selling. It doesn't matter. This works with anything you could think of. And the title is How to Make Your Brand Be Perceived as High Value. I have everything here. This is my script. Because I'm not a fucking machine. I'm not perfect. But I made my scripts. I use this as a guide. And many of my clients, this is what I do. I give them a script. I tell them, with your expertise, just talk. Just use the script as a guide. Don't try to say exactly what the script says. Just use it as a guide. And the opening is, there's something every successful person understands. Every successful expert understands. There's people that understand the game, and there's people that don't understand the game. The people that understand the game understand that positioning, the way you position yourself, regardless marketing, regardless your business, the business strategy you have, matters more. It matters more than anything. So when you're trying to get there, you are in the best position as possible, so you can get as much as possible. If you don't see the game, if you don't watch the game, if you don't understand the game or how you can win, and you don't have a map, a roadmap of maybe how you can do things, if you don't have even a small sense of where you should go or how you should approach it, you're going to fucking lose. And this is what most people that manipulate, most people that are on higher levels on the hierarchy understand, is that the best positioning is how you perceive, how you want to be perceived. And most people think that being high value is the way you position yourself, the way you show off, the way you want people to perceive you. Status is more than just fucking materials. That's what all Instagram is. People think that status and high positioning is just materials. No, my friend. It also comes the way you talk, the way you move, your body language, the energy you have, the aura. If you haven't accomplished shit in your life, you're never going to have aura. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't give a fuck how many bitches you got. I don't give a fuck anything. You name it. I don't give a fuck, bro. Aura and energy and the way you want people to perceive you, it starts within yourself, not with the external shit, not with materialistic shit, within yourself. Because you need to understand, before you get there, before you want to get anything that you want, everything starts within yourself. You haven't done shit in your life. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about I went to school, I got the job, I'm getting followers, I'm getting this, I'm getting that. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. If you're not good within yourself because of something that you built, real experience, real world experience, it doesn't matter how much money you get, it doesn't matter what car you drive, it doesn't matter. If you're not good within yourself, everything around you is just fucking noise. It's just fucking noise. I've met so many people. They have the physique, they have the money, they have the car, they have the bitches, but they still move like ugly niggas. They still move like ugly people. Why? Because they depend on external shit. That's 90% of people out there. It's not only men. It's not only you have to be masculine, you have to be a man. No. I'm talking about women and men. I don't care what's your sexuality, but this applies to everything. This applies to everything. If you haven't got to that higher level of consciousness, it doesn't matter how pretty you are. It doesn't matter if you have a fat ass, it doesn't matter if you have a pretty face. If you don't level up on internal shit, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter, because then it's gonna be one day that you're gonna find people like me, and it's gonna tell you who the fuck you are. It's gonna tell you who the fuck you are. Yeah, you might can play some people, most people. You can play most people, bro, but it's not. That's not power. That's not power. That's not real power. That's manipulation. You're playing with the way you want people to perceive you of this, because you created this whole image of who you think you are. You're really not. Just so you have a little bit of understanding, I'm telling you this so you have a little bit of understanding of the power behind this. And I'm saying this, I want to say this because it's just so I can help you, so I can help people do the best move on the chessboard, regardless of maybe you're not espiritualmente there. I don't know. I forget. Maybe you're not spiritually. Fuck. Maybe you're not spiritually. Maybe you're not spiritually there yet, but that doesn't mean you can't still play good with the cards you have. And this is the game on Instagram. All right. The best way to play on Instagram, to play on your business, is to deal the best way you can with the cards you have. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with using what you have so you can level up, so you can get what you want. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. People that tell you that you have to be moral, you have to be decent, they're probably a fucking loser. Anyone that has the power of doing something that is morally wrong, but they still get the benefit, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. Stop fucking playing. Stop thinking. Stop being gullible. That people are good. Are you going to cry about it? You can cry about it. You can cry about it, but does it really matter? No. No, you did. It is what it is, bro. You have to look at it like that. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can cry about it, or you can use this to your advantage. So anyone trying to sell you anything, bullshit, everyone's trying to sell you some bullshit. Regardless of how successful they are or they portray themselves to be, everyone's trying to sell you some bullshit. Most of them. But there's people out there that actually sell good stuff. And I'm telling you this so you can understand this even works for sales, for the company or any company that you're building, any kind of business that you're building. So you have to play with the cards you have. I have a client from Dubai, and of course, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He used the image of Dubai. 100% helps. This is what I'm trying to tell you. If you're in a position where you can use something and it's gonna give you some type of benefit, use it. Use it. Because everyone did it. Everyone does it. Even me. He built his brand around Dubai, right? And that's okay. But what he's trying to do is be perceived as better. He could be in another country. He could have been in another country, but it's not going to be the same. Why? Because of the hype, because of status. The best way to be perceived as high value is not by acting. It's by actually being. It doesn't mean it's not gonna work if you act. If you act, everyone's acting, but it doesn't mean you can't get the best out of it. For example, I had this client from Dubai. He perfectly knows what he's doing, and you gotta give him the credit for that. It works. Maybe he looks like a fucking loser, bro. It's just I'm just exaggerating. Maybe he looks like a fucking loser, bro. But he still has his company, right? But because he's just in Dubai, even though that he's a loser, the perception people have of him changed completely. You're not just some random guy with a fucking business anymore. You're that fucking loser that has a business in Dubai. At least he's in Dubai. Gotta give him the credit. It works. It works. It definitely works. But this is what most people lack. People just act instead of being. You know? It's not the same thing. It's not the same fucking thing. This is what 99% of people are nowadays. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but it's the truth. So if you're in a position where you can use certain tools to be perceived as higher value, do it. This is why I have this approach with my clients. I tell them this is not only about, oh, you're in another social media, you're on YouTube. No. It's so when they go to your profile, when they go to your brand, they go to your business, they see this guy has a YouTube channel. But not just to say you have a YouTube channel, you're actually an expert. If you're an expert, you have the expertise, you have the experience, you can give people actual value. Why the fuck are you staying on only one platform? Why are you being lazy staying on only one platform? When you are an expert, you have the expertise, you have the experience to go on depth on whatever topic you can talk about. You can go in depth on that topic, in that specific topic, and make a long ass video and put it on YouTube. Why are you trying to be like everybody else? Trying to make a cute Instagram, making a cute Instagram with cute little captions, trying to be aesthetic, trying to be a copy of a fucking copy. See what I fucking mean? At least with YouTube, you're forcing yourself to be yourself. At least you're forcing yourself to be uncomfortable. At least you're forcing yourself to be uncomfortable, more uncomfortable, but you're still more genuine. You are still being more genuine. And people are tired of fucking fake ass shit. If you are a fucking expert, go on YouTube. Period.